Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, woo, man, it got cold, everybody. I got froze out. Just left work a little early today. Had to go to the dentist, get a cleaning, and man, it's tough to get appointments for things nowadays. I made this appointment, 8 months ago. I get my teeth cleaned every 6 months. The first time I had to cancel because of work issues, and then my next appointment they had to cancel because the hygienist had an issue. So eventually I got it scheduled in about 8 months, and but good news, all clean, no cavities, clean bill of health dental wise. Now I still have, I went to the dentist about last spring with a severe toothache in that top molar in the back, and ended up said I need to go to the endodontist. And I was like, I don't know what an endodontist is, but I guess that's to people who do root canals now. People specialize in things. Well, my insurance don't have too many endodontists. Matter of fact, the nearest one is farther than Jen lives from me. It's in Jonesboro, Arkansas. You're like, Tim, you live in Memphis. Yeah, but the insurance I got through work, it's Blue Cross Blue Shield, but of Arkansas, because we have a couple plants in Arkansas. So I'm in Tennessee, so they decided to centralize that out of Arkansas. So I got to go all the way to Arkansas to find an in-network endodontist. So I've been putting it off, but the dentist looked at it today, and it's not any worse. It's just sensitive. Thinks I probably need a root canal. The roots, the got a little nerve issue there, but it doesn't bother me too bad. But guys, got up this morning, and we knew it was coming. The freeze was coming. Got up this morning. Yeah, I was in the 20s. And I had turned the water off before I went to bed last night. Outside at the hydrant. I live in a camper down on the ridge, and I turned the water off. And at the hydrant, it's a frost-free hydrant, so the water goes back down. I did not disconnect the hose because I was hoping the wind wouldn't catch it and everything. I opened a faucet in the camper so it backflow. And I kept the hot water heater on because it had water in it, and I insulated the drain lines on the camper so they wouldn't freeze. That's just two little drain lines, hot and cold, that when you want to drain your water lines in your camper. The freshwater tank is empty. I don't use that freshwater tank since I have the water line from the cabin. And thought I might have been okay. Well, I got up this morning, and in my underwear and my Crocs, mental image people, in my underwear and my Crocs, I went out and turned the hydrant on, and I got a Y that comes out of the hydrant for the hose for Grandma Carol, she uses, and then the other Y goes over to the camper trailer. And I opened that up, and water sprayed out, so the hydrant was good. And I went back in the camper, in my underwear, in the Crocs, I'm out there spraying water. It's dark and it's cold, 25 degrees probably. And went inside, opened the faucet was still open and nothing coming out. So then I opened the hot water, nothing coming out. So what happened was, I knew it would, I really did. The hose line, I hoped it would back drain, but it had a low point, so the garden hose that keeps the camper water, I'm sure had water that froze in it, froze in the hose. It's a good little distance from the frost-free hydrant to the camper. So I didn't have water this morning, so then I had to go get my stuff together and go inside Grandma Carol's to take a shower. I take a shower in the camper trailer, and so again, in my underwear and in my Crocs, I commenced to heading my way over to the log home. Grandma Carol's nice and asleep. Nero greets me at the door. He's like, dude, what are you doing in your underwear and your Crocs? It's too cold for this. Go back to bed. But no, I got to go to work. So took a shower, got all that, did a cold walk back to the camper after a shower, and got ready for work and all that. And luckily I had already had water in my coffee maker for coffee this morning. Gotta have that Java. What movie is that from? Java. Yeah, if you remember that movie. Yeah, good movie. if you remember what movie, a guy who, he was eating coffee grinds. You know, he wasn't drinking coffee. This guy was eating coffee grinds, and he got all hyped up. He's like, Java, 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 Java. If you know that movie, you're awesome. Made it to work. It was cold, but the sun came out, and it's blue skies today, but it is cold. It's 50 degrees outside, which you look out, it looks like it's super warm, but it is not. So good things happened. Good things happened. First good thing that happens, the live stream last night. You know, I did my live stream on RidgeLife, and you know, I normally get kind of crazy and goofy and stuff. Well, I was kind of sentimental last night. I did this why did they leave us? I missed them. And it was about 50 YouTube channels that started, or that were friends of mine around when I started 3 years ago. And they just like fell off the face of the earth with YouTube. For some reasons were, you know, personal, work, family, age. Some of them were like, you know, young people, and they went off to college and, you know, got married and did stuff, you know. Some people health issues. Some people passed away. Some people actually passed away, and that's unfortunate. Some people are in jail too. Yeah. I did a call to action. I said, hey, if the moderators were putting links to all those channels that I had in the description during the live stream in the chat, and I said, hey, can you all go to those links, or like later on, look in the description and go to those channels and say, RidgeLife misses you. And you guys did it too. I got a lot of emails and responses on my videos today from those channels saying, dude, not down, not out, but I'm, you know, down but not out, or something like that, you know. And a lot of people said, you know, missing you too, and, you know, good things. So I appreciate all of y'all. And if y'all haven't done that yet, I appreciate you. Go look at last night's live stream, go in the description, and there's links to all those channels. Just a list of about 50 channels that I used to be, you know, really close with, or was growing with on YouTube. And I'm still friends with a lot of them, just not in the YouTube aspect of it. And the list is not exclusive to those. There's some that weren't on the list. A lot of them closed their channels. There's no more links to them, you know, like Fireball Fred, man. Fireball Fred and Mario. Mario still has a channel, I think, but Fireball Fred does not have him. I talked to him today. Really good people. Really miss a lot of them, and stay in touch with some of them, and some of them just dropped off the face of the earth, you know. But yeah, my live stream was a little bit different last night. Other good things that are happening. I did a T-post video, how to put up a T-post, and then did some fencing. And I said, you know what? I should make a YouTube short out of that little snippet of putting the T-post clip on, because a lot of people, I know when I did one, I hadn't done one in a long time, I had to Google, you know, exactly which way the T-post clip goes, and, you know, so I made a little quick, you know, 50-second how to do a T-post clip. Put it out and got like 20,000 views on the short. Yeah, baby, ching ching, you know. Well, a week later, it blows up again. Guys, it's got almost, maybe by now, it already has 200,000 views. Like, yeah. And so, yeah, that's one of those ones that people will want to know how to do a T-post clip for a very, very long time. I also did a YouTube short. Jennifer, it's kind of a teaser for this Thursday's video, tomorrow's video, of us extracting the honey for the second time this year. Actually, did I get more honey? Well, you have to see. But I did a little YouTube short of Pretty Jin cutting the cappings off a frame and watching the honey ooze out. And guys, that one's already got like 20,000 views also. Yeah, it was like 10 or 15 or 20,000 last time I looked, and it was getting pretty consistent views. So very thankful to y'all for watching those videos. I had a video come out on RidgeLife's reviews and how-to today of a product that I was really excited about, and I still am excited about. You know, my favorite product so far, I think, has been my Set Power freezer cooler. You know, iceless freezer cooler, battery powered. Well, this product I reviewed today, I used with it. It was Browie's 600 watt solar generator, and it it's a suitcase style instead of a big square cube, square cube. Instead of a cube, a rectangle, whatever, it is, well, still a rectangle, I guess, but it's a briefcase style. Still a rectangle. Briefcase style, and it has a built-in solar panel, 30-watt old open solar panel. So you pretty much indefinite power to keep that ice chest, iceless chest, working all the time. And I did while I was at the river with Gary and Mike and David and all those guys, Anthony. I reviewed it while I was there, and that video came out today, and I really enjoyed that video. I got in the river, that was the wader video I got in the river for. This was I put the set power up. I was right next to the river, and it was beautiful out there. So hopefully you watched that video today. If you're not, go over and check it on RidgeLife's Reviews and How-Tos. So tomorrow I've got the honey video, the extracting of the honey video. And then Friday I've got Mike from 3 Mississippi. When he was at the river, he showed us how to fillet trout without any bones in it. And cause I've tried it before, and I always leave a little bit of bones. And I filmed it, and it was in the video of our trip. But if you missed it, I took just that portion, and I made on RidgeLife's Reviews and How-Tos, I made a how-to video on how to fillet a fish, how to fillet trout, rainbow trout. So you can do it without bones. So that will be out Friday. And let's see. I've got another video I'm almost done with, and that is working a Grandma Carol project around the log cabin. We had these little square pavers that go out to the camper, and but she got the new
speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
Thank you there, Sonia. SRT, the grocery getter's name's Sonia, in case you didn't know that. She had the driveway concrete poured, and I had these sides, both sides where the forms were open, and I did all the gravel work and all that. But she wanted those pavers replaced and big giant mosaic style pavers put in, and she wanted to do it herself. So I got the old blue out, the tractor, and I skimmed the dirt, and I filled in the holes, and tried not to hit the electrical and tear up lines and stuff. And so I got just a little video of me doing all that work for her, and then showing what the end result was of her putting those pavers down. It looked really good. You'll get to see some Grandma Carol work. Not Grandma Carol working. You get to see what she did though. She's a hard worker. She really is. Jen's a hard worker. When we did the honey video. The second time she's helped with the honey, and the first time I instructed her and showed her, and she, first time she's really been in a video where we're doing things, working, and she, jumped right into it. Well, this last video, I didn't even have to talk to her. She's like looking at the camera, doing the smiles, and talking to the camera, and her volume is pretty much the same as my volume in this video, and she was getting it. She was working it, and I just sat back, and she spun this thing most of the time, and she did the cut. I was like, so nice to get to just video and not have to do all the work. So, no work life. Hashtag no work life. Oh, well, guys, this weekend, Friday, Jen's coming over, and I'm trying to get gear up for deer season. Jen really wants to go deer hunting. I mean, I'm lucky, man. A woman wants to go deer hunting. And it's her birthday this weekend. It's Jen's birthday this weekend. And so Friday she's coming over. Saturday afternoon, we're going to head over to Arkansas, and we're going to go have a birthday party with her crew. Okay, all her friends and the family over there. We're going to have a fun little Jen birthday party. And then Sunday, we're going to come back over to the Ridge. And if I get everything set up right and the weather works out for us, we may go deer hunting Sunday afternoon. So cross our fingers that Jen and I can get a deer Sunday evening. And I don't have the skinning tree anymore. I don't have, I get the whole process of taking care of processing deer is going to be different for me. So Grandma Carol said, well, Tim, you don't have the skinning tree anymore, but you still have a tractor. I'm like, you know what? that's a smart lady right there. You just hook the come along. You know, I got the gambrel that you put on the deer's hind legs, and you hook the come along.
Is 45 miles per hour.
Thank you, Sonia. You hook the gambrel up and the come along up to the bucket, and then you raise the deer up with a tractor just the right height, and I can adjust it with the come along, you know, to do the different skinning techniques and everything. So, and because all the dogs Grandma Carol has, I'll probably have to put plastic down, and I'll be next to the garden hose, and I'll do all the cleaning, everything on the plastic, and I can throw the plastic away or rinse it off, or tarp. I probably use a tarp. And the deep freeze, I've got room for the deer in the deep freeze, but what I'm gonna do this year, I'm very excited about, is that with that Set Power iceless cooler freezer, I can set the temperature at exactly 34 degrees for wet aging, and I can do a dry age in the Set Power cooler. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is doing a pseudo wet dry age, okay? I can keep the drain open on it and put put the meat in there. I'll have to put something to separate it, and I may put some ice on top of it, just so the ice. I mean, because the cooler is going to keep it at 34 degrees. So the ice should last a very, very long time, because the ice isn't having to melt to keep it cool. The cooler's cooling it, and so. But what ice does melt will drain out the bottom, and I'll get a little bit of that cleaning action of the ice doing the wet age. Never done dry aging before, so dry age is something new. With dry age, you lose a lot of meat. It shrinks, it withdraws, and you actually get some discoloration. You have to cut some of that off, so you lose a lot of meat mass with dry age. But I'm told it's a much better drying. Much better flavor enhancer, dry aging. So I may try this pseudo wet dry age thing, and then I'll do a little more research on the dry aging in the Set Power cooler. If I can do that, that's going to be a game changer for sure. I need to get over here. Oh yeah, love the SRT grocery getter. I'm driving it about 2/3 the time. Grandma, actually, I had the rock chip when I went to the 41.36, and then I had another rock chip, and then I had the big hit the other day, and I got double starburst on my windshield, so I had really 4, 2 together and 2 separate, and never had gotten fixed. And the insurance here in West Tennessee, State Farm, none of the insurances have glass coverage here because of Memphis roads are so bad and everybody the claims. So we have no glass coverage, so it's just your regular deductible, and it's going to be like $250 at Safelite to get those repaired. And I remember there being a discount with State Farm. If you tell Safelite you've got State Farm, they do a discount. Well, they didn't offer it up, and so I had to ask for it. And in asking for it, it went from $250, guys, down to less than $70. That's what I'm talking about. Less than $70 to get those glass chips. And you could still, because a couple of those starbursts were pretty big, you could still see them. But my fear was, with this cold weather we just had, that they would crack and go all the way across the window. And this is like a $1,300 windshield, because it's got the built-in camera system for the lane keep assist and all that. You know, the car turns the steering wheel, and it uses cameras in the windshield that are attached up behind the mirror to do that. And you got to calibrate those after you change the windshield out. And it's like $300 to calibrate that camera with a new windshield. Isn't that crazy? It's like windshields used to be $300. Now they're $1,300. You know, it's just crazy. But lots going on, lots of videos coming out on all the channels except for RidgeLife Lessons, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm getting fed at church, and I'll be ready to feed here soon, hopefully. So, guys, I'm gonna accelerate here and change lanes. You know, the HOV lane is almost over. I'm not in the Dodge. I'm in the Dodge. I'm not in the F-250 Super Duty high output 6.7 liter. You know, they created a lane for me just when I drive the F-250. It's called the HOV lane. That's the high output vehicle. When I'm driving the F-250, the 6.7 liter high output, the new engine, I get to be in that lane just for me, the high output vehicle. You know, it's not high output vehicle, it's high occupancy vehicle. And when you have more than one person in it, you get to be in the high occupancy vehicle lane. So HOV lane, that's funny. All right, guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woohoo!